Man, I am feeling great. I got my coffee here and a pretty special cup here. Our family loves to go to the mountains and we just got back from Pagosa Springs and oh my gosh, Southern Colorado where it meets New Mexico. It's probably one of the best places on earth aside from, Yellowstone and all that stuff and some of these other places that we've been to. But since it's only about 3 hours away, it's a perfect getaway. That's why I love living here in Albuquerque, but we're not here to talk about that in today's video. In today's video, I'm gonna be going over a few things that you should probably know if you are planning on moving to Albuquerque here in the fall time, because there's a lot going on, but at the same time, things slow down and things feel a lot more at ease and more of a slower pace than usual, just because we're heading into that holiday season. But hang tight, grab your pen and your pad, and let's get into today's video. Now, as I sit here and drink my coffee, really review my notes, I really think about why is it the best time in Albuquerque to move during the fall time? Like, if any of that makes sense, why would anybody look to move here now? Like, the weather's cooling down, the evenings are getting nice and chill, getting to that point where you can cozy up next to a fire, enjoy a nice cup of coffee, and really get to enjoy what this city has to offer, because this is the time that it really comes alive. Not only from all the fall colors, but since the weather is cooling down, more people are getting outside, enjoying hikes and all that stuff. So it's pretty exciting. With all that being said, and making this place seem like it's the greatest place on earth, because in all honesty, when it comes down to affordability, cost of living, the pace of life, and everything that this place has to offer in a sense of community, it is top tier, and a lot of people miss that. And I want to make sure that if you are moving down here in the fall time, you know what to expect. So if you are looking for, a better opportunity to purchase a house, or you just want to move when there's not a lot going on, this video is going to be perfect for you. And if this is your first time tuning into the channel, welcome. My name is Eli. Go ahead and hit that subscribe and notification bell down at the bottom. That way you never miss out on any videos, because we are dropping videos like this every week, what this beautiful city of Albuquerque and the state of New Mexico has to offer. Now, aside from doing this, guys, as much as I love doing these videos and bringing all this great knowledge to you, I am also a licensed real estate broker here in the state of New Mexico, and I'd love to help you out with your real estate needs. So whether you're looking to move here, in the next 6 months or the next year, that number popping up on the screen is my direct line. Feel free to reach out at any time, because I'd love to help. And if you're not ready to have that conversation, there's a link down below that allows you to download a free relocation guide. And if that's something that you're interested in, you're just not ready to, hit full send, that right there is just for you. Now, one topic I really want to bring up and discuss is going to be the weather. Why is the fall time one of the best times to move in correspondence to weather? Well, for one, the daytime, like the temperatures here are like in the 60s and 70s. So getting outside, moving boxes around and doing all that stuff, yes, you might break a sweat. You're not gonna be, scorching hot. You're not gonna be like, man, I don't really wanna do this right now because it's 100 and some degrees outside. Now, yes, it is getting hotter here during the summers, call it global warming or whatever. During the fall time, it just eases like totally down, like 20 to 30 degrees of a difference. Now in the evenings, same thing. You're looking at 40s and 50s sometimes. So you are gonna wanna wear a sweater at night sometimes, because it does get cold. It's the high desert, guys. Like, come on. It really is polarizing like that. Once the sun starts to go down, you're gonna feel that extreme temperature drop. It's not gonna be like freezing cold, but it's gonna be cold enough to where you can cozy up in a hoodie like I do, right? Because why not? And you're gonna wanna go outside, enjoy a nice cup of coffee next to the fire, hang out, go for a walk, go for a hike, whatever the case is. The weather here is so comfortable, and it's not like super windy, it's not raining, monsoon season is pretty much over. So you're really gonna get like this awesome, perfect climate when you are looking to relocate down here in the fall. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm a sucker for pumpkin spice. Like, I am a die-hard like fall guy. I was born in the fall, October 13th. So yeah, it doesn't get any more fall and spookier than that. And being born in October, I really feel like Albuquerque, just comes alive. And not only because I get to, bring in another year of life, but all the major events are happening here around that time. You got like Balloon Fiesta, which is something that you got to experience. And if you don't plan on going and you just want to enjoy the balloons from your backyard, you can. Sometimes they'll even fly over your house. They do fly over our house every year. and the kids get excited. Like, I'm 32 years old and I still get excited when I see a balloon fly over the house. So that's pretty freaking cool, especially early in the mornings and you see the sky just filled with all these different shapes and colors, and hundreds of balloons are just flying over. It's pretty cool to see. Now, another event that I recommend that you experience, especially if you're moving in 2025, because it sounds like it's going to be the last year that they have this. Now, they haven't announced their plans on where they're going to host it or whatever the case is, but the New Mexico State Fair is going to be something that you at least want to go and experience once, right? Whether you want to go get a funnel cake, ride some rides, or just enjoy all the local vendors that they have here in this place, or you want to go to the rodeo. They have a rodeo. They bring in artists. Like, I think the last artist that was there that was a big name was Becky G. Like, why the heck would Becky G come to our New Mexico State Fair or rodeo to be able to perform? Like, it was pretty cool. Other events that you can experience during this time is going to be like farmers markets, all the local pop-up events, and then the wine and beer festivals are happening around this time, just because I think during the fall season is the best time to harvest like hops and all that stuff. I don't know, somewhere down the line somebody told me all that, and they said that's the reason why in the fall time all of this is happening, because it's at its prime, it's at its high, and it's some of the best product that you can get. I've never been to a wine and beer festival, honestly, but I think I would like to experience it at least once, and I highly recommend that you do. See it all. If you want to go and enjoy like the local farmers markets that are happening during the weekend, because we do a lot of those are super awesome to go and see, because there's a bunch of different vendors, and you got anything from food, crochet, like little dolls, jewelry, art. Like, it's awesome to see, and it's majority of the time it's at the rail yards market, so you get to experience like this old environment. You get to see all the trains, all the old buildings. Like, it's pretty freaking cool. So fall time here in Albuquerque, New Mexico is prime time because of the weather, comfortable to get outside. It's not going to be a pain in the butt to just make a nice day out of what's going on here in Albuquerque, guys. Now, I know this next topic is going to be a bit of a dichotomy, right? Because for me, the housing market in our business during the fall time gets a little busy. We do have a few clients that hit us up because they want to get into a house before the holidays, right? Whether they want to give them a Christmas present to their family, or they want to buy themselves a house for Christmas or whatever the case is, or they are planning to finally host Thanksgiving at their house. I don't know what it is, but we get pretty busy. But on the flip side, what I do notice when we are out showing houses and helping our clients find houses is that there's not a lot of people out there doing the same thing. Don't know how all that works, but for us, that's kind of our own data. I do expect it to be a little bit quieter this year because of what's going on in the housing market. Interest rates are up and all that stuff. I do know that with what's going on, there's going to be less competition, because not a lot of people are, planning on purchasing houses like they were like last year or the year prior to that. And sellers have been sitting on the market for a little bit longer. So what can you expect with more slowing down, less people out there looking for houses? If you're looking to purchase a house in the fall time here in Albuquerque, I can tell you this much: in 2025, you're gonna get the best bang for your buck. Sellers are gonna wanna negotiate, whether that's, price adjustments, credits, whatever the case is, whatever benefits you and your pockets. I can almost guarantee that you're gonna get the best deals around this time, because the people that are looking right now are people like you, whether they're relocating for a job, or they're wanting to purchase a house for Thanksgiving because they're planning on hosting Thanksgiving at their house, or they just wanna gift themselves and their family a brand new house for Christmas. Like, those are major things to move for. Believe it or not, like, people really move and act because of the holidays. So we really got to gauge it, and we can have this conversation over a quick Zoom call. Again, that number popping up on the screen is my direct line. If you want to know a little bit more about this topic here and how it can benefit you to buy a house here in Albuquerque during this time, I'd love to chat with you. I'd love to get on the Zoom call, show you all the different houses that have been sitting for a little bit. And I think you're gonna find it surprising when I show you, what's available and what you can actually purchase for your budget when it comes down to buying a house here in Albuquerque. Now, if you're looking to rent, I know that the rental market is pretty competitive. We don't deal with the rentals a whole lot, but we can definitely give you some good resources that can help you find that. And I can also guide you through all the different neighborhoods just to make sure that you're gonna make the best choice when it comes down to you and your lifestyle. The cost of living down here doesn't change a whole lot during the fall time. Actually, things get less expensive because there's less tourists, there's less people out there, making big purchases and all that stuff, especially with all the little local shops. Now, I do want to slide this in and tell you that if you are looking to do anything during Balloon Fiesta week, be cautious, because things do get expensive, because there's hundreds of thousands of people that come through here in Albuquerque during that week span here, and things just, get bumped up a little bit just to accommodate those tourists, right? Because if you're a tourist, I know I was just a tourist in Pagosa Springs, and looking at price tags, it's like, it really doesn't matter. You're there to, get a cool shirt or get a cool hat, a cool coffee mug, something that you can take with you to say that I went to the balloon fiesta, right? And almost give you a little bit of a bragging right. So you're willing to pay that. After that week's done, things normalize, things get less expensive. People are actually willing to, negotiate and give you better deals on this time because things slow down, right? So the cost of living here doesn't change a whole lot. Like, it's going to be pretty consistent throughout the whole year. You are going to have, more affordable forms of transportation, whether that's public or you want to buy a car, whatever the case is. You want to go and enjoy local dining. You want to go enjoy local events. Like, it's going to be affordable, guys. Now, affordable is just kind of like a blanket statement, right? I can tell you that everything is affordable here till I'm blue in the face, but what does that really mean? Well, it means that you're not going to be breaking the bank to live a comfortable life here. You're not going to be spending all this money on bills just because you got to keep up with it, right? You're going to be able to pay your rent, pay your mortgage, pay your utility bills, and also have some money left over to be able to go enjoy these things because it doesn't cost a whole lot. People aren't looking for vanity here for the majority. So getting out and just enjoying like a nice evening at a brewery, winery, local coffee shop, and most of the time they're going to have, live music in some of these places, especially in the evenings. So you are going to be able to enjoy your life a little bit more, especially because it's a slower pace. And we're gonna get into the conversation of a slower pace and the little nuances that come with that. Our last topic is gonna be adjusting to the slower pace of life. Now, the slower pace of life here doesn't mean that there's nothing going on here. I know I just kind of bragged and went over different things on how ABQ really becomes alive during the fall time. But when it comes to this season, things are like slowing down more than usual because kids are going back to school. People are getting, ready for the holidays, ready to travel. They're planning all the local events. Like, they're really trying to get their lives organized in the fall time. Yes, I know it's weird. When you do live here in Albuquerque, it can be a little challenging at first to get adjusted to that slower pace of life. But I can tell you that it's not going to hurt you. It's actually going to bring more life to whatever you're trying to do, whether it's a project that you've had sitting for a long time, you got some home things that you want to take care of, you really want to get your feet from under you from relocating, like you want to get adjusted pretty well. This is going to be the perfect time for you to get adjusted because there's not a whole lot of expectation to get things done. We're already the land of mañana. In the fall time, especially when you start to smell that green chili in the air getting roasted, you know that it's time to relax, slow down, let the seasons do what they do, and really just get into flow of things. So if you're into all that hippy dippy stuff like I am, you're really gonna understand what I'm talking about. So, with the shorter commutes, less traffic, less people, all the fall colors in the bosque, you're really gonna see the flip of the switch of your life and your lifestyle just come into like this whole new light, I guess I can say, for the lack of better words. If you're moving from like a major city like Dallas, the Fort Worth area, Florida, California, Boise, or even Arizona and Denver, like, I know that I'm all over the place with this, and some people say that I speak in circles, and if that bothers you, I'm sorry. This is just me really getting connected with you guys, bringing you all this good stuff straight from, my own experiences, the things that I've been through, the things that I've seen with living here 30 plus years. So I hope that you understand that our community is like super engaging around this time. It's more family friendly. Like, you aren't going to really run into a whole lot of events that are, just for adults only. They're always going to make it sure that it's really community engaging, and that take your kiddos or take your loved ones and really enjoy what this city has to offer in terms of what's going on around this time, and really at a slower pace because nobody likes to really feel rushed. I mean, if you're watching this, you're probably understanding that most of these major cities, you feel like it's always go, 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 go. It's constant. You got to leave super early from your house because you want to make sure that you can get there on time. Here, people don't care if you're late. People don't care if you're, stuck in traffic or, hey, something came up and I can't make it. Like, people are super understanding, believe it or not. So that's one of the biggest things that I tell people is, like, if you find it challenging with getting adjusted to the slower pace of life, you just got to understand that it's different down here. Like, it's normal, I would say. It's not this fast-paced area where you're always feeling like you're constantly, chomping at the bit or grinding away. Like, it's really what you make it here. So if you want to live a life that is like full of outdoor activities, that's what you're doing on the weekends or in the evenings, people aren't going to bat an eye. People are going to understand that, hey, that's why they moved down here, because they want to enjoy all this great beauty. And you'll see how much open space as we have. Like, we're one of the largest states, and you know, a little over 30% of the actual state is inhabited by people. So if you're into all that, affordability, better way of life, you want to add more quality of life to your lifestyle, or you just want to live a different lifestyle from what you were living at in this major city, it won't be so hard for you to actually do this. Gosh, I love talking about Albuquerque and telling people the actual truth, because 80% of the things that you see on the internet are either old or just a bunch of naysayers saying that this place is not somewhere that you want to live. And to be quite frank, most of the people that are telling you not to move here are locals that don't want to see you here because they think that it's getting overpopulated, whatever the case is. Truth of the matter is, guys, is that there's plenty of space for us to grow here. If it's not Albuquerque, maybe it's Rio Rancho, maybe it's Los Lunas, maybe it's Santa Fe. I don't know, but we can help you with discovering all that. And that number popping up on the screen is my direct line. If you're ready to, make the move, feel free to reach out at any time, because I would love to hop on a quick Zoom call with you just to really discuss how living here can benefit you, your quality of life, your pockets, the people around you, whatever. I want to make sure that you actually get it from the horse's mouth, from somebody that's actually lived, worked, and played here almost 30 plus years, and see if it actually can benefit you, right? If you're ready to experience the balloon fiesta, you want to see all the fall colors, you want a milder climate, like, I don't know, whatever it is and whatever resonates with you, I'd love to help you discover that. But I gotta go finish this coffee, head to Home Depot, and take care of some things here. And it's Sunday, like, that's how easy it is. I'm recording a video in my garage, taking my time with it, not really in a super big rush. So I think that if you're ready for a lifestyle like that, you might want to hit me up. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good week. Peace.